Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today I am going to discuss transformation of sentences. Our main focus will be on simple, complex and compound sentences.
Clue 1. If you find in a simple sentence 2 you have to write that in a complex sentence at the time of transformation. And if you want to make a compound sentence, you need to write and so or and therefore. Here I have written two examples. The first example is in present tense and second example is in past tense. Here you have used present tense, that's why you need to write cannot, but here we used could not because it is in past tense. You need to make sure that simple sentences are containing one subject and one predicate. And in a complex sentence and also the compound sentence, you need to make sure that they are containing two clauses. But there is a difference, that is, the complex sentence contains that which is a subordinate conjunction. In a compound sentence, you need to use coordinating conjunction. And in the place of to, I have used so, and in the place of to, I have used that. And you have to put a subject according to the verb because here the Lord cannot do anything. Here I can do something. So according to the verb, the subject will be I. There are some simple sentences which express reason. But if you find in that kind of sentences uh, to plus verb, I'm talking about actually infinitive, you will have to write so that if you want to make a complex sentence. And to make a compound sentence, you need to write and so. Here, some examples are he reads books to gain knowledge. So he reads books. There is a reason behind why he will read book. The reason is he wants to gain knowledge. At first, have a look the two examples. Here, first one is in present tense and second one is in past tense. So as it was in present tense, I have written can. As it was in past tense, I have written could. And you have to make sure that the simple sentence contains a subject and a main verb, and that kind of things are similar if I discuss two examples. But in complex and compound sentences, you'll find that this type of sentences contain at least two clauses. But in a complex sentence, one is principal clause and another is a subordinate clause with the help of a subordinating conjunction. But in a compound sentence, you'll find two coordinate clauses where you will get one coordinating conjunction. Here, in the place of uh, to, I have written so that, and after that I make a clause. Clue 3. There are some simple sentences which express reason, and in that kind of sentences you may find some clues. These are because of, on account of, due to, or for. If you want to make them into complex sentences, you need to use some sentence connectors, or you can say subordinating conjunctions. These are as, because, and since. And if you want to transform them into any kind of compound sentence, you need to use a coordinating conjunction, which is and. Let's see some examples. Here I have shown two examples. So in the first example, especially if I talk about the simple sentence where I have used because of, this part and this part are showing reason, and another thing we'll find that the simple sentence contains only one clause. Here it is the clause, and here it is the clause, and this one is phrase, and this one is phrase. So we can find that two phrases express actually reason. But if I talk about complex and compound sentence, I will find that there are at least two clauses here. In the sentence, he was poor is one clause, and he could not buy a new shirt is another clause. But here we'll find as and because are used to show reason, but these are coordinating conjunction. And if I talk about compound sentence, I will find and so, which is used as a coordinating conjunction to conjoin two clauses. In our daily life conversation, we use so many simple sentences where we mention time. And if you want to make them into a complex sentence, we need to use when or while. And at the time of the transformation of compound sentence, we need to use and. Here I have shown some examples. At the time of saying his prayer, his mother came. And if I talk about this sentence here, I will find one clause. His mother came. And this part is an example of adverbial phrase of time. Another part is in 1971, and this part is also indicates time. So if you want to change that kind of sentences into complex or compound, uh, we have to use while, especially for compound, and also when. If any sentence is in continuous process or progressive mode, we need to use while. Suppose here I have written while he was saying his prayer, that means it's a continuous tense. But Bangladesh became independent. It is actually simple past. That's why I have written when, but here I have written while. And if I talk about the compound sentence, I will find that there are two clauses here, and they are joined with the help of a coordinating conjunction. Clue 5. If you find in any kind of simple sentence in spite of or despite of, you need to use though or although as a sentence connector if you want to change them into complex sentence. But at the time of compound sentence, you need to use but. Here, I have shown some examples. If I discuss them, I will find that in the place of in spite of, I have used although and but. But I need to make sure that the simple sentence should contain one clause. In the sentence, there is a clause which is Uh, everybody likes cricket. This is a clause. But in spite of being a costly game, it's a phrase. And this is also a phrase, despite being a wonder of modern science. Here I can see that if I talk about complex and compound sentence, I will find there are two clauses and they are connected with the help of although or though. And although or though are used to show contrast, and here I have also used but, and which is working as sentence connector, especially it's actually coordinating conjunction.